Hello friends, welcome back to the Python programming session. In the earlier sessions, we had looked into the control structures available in Python. They were the sequential control flow, the decision or selective control flow, the repetitive control flow. And we had also looked into the if and else statements, nested if, nested for, and nested while. In today's session, let's look into the control statements, which is the continue and the break statement. The continue statement and the break statement. Firstly, let's go on to the continue statements. The flowchart for continue statements, how it works in Python is, initially there will be a loop, that is a for loop or a while loop. If the condition is satisfied, it enters into the loop and it checks for an if condition. And if the if condition is satisfied, and if we specify the continue statement, then it does not perform the remaining statements. It does not execute the remaining statements, but the cursor goes to the next iteration. So the flow goes to the next iteration without performing the statements. It will skip performing these statements. It will bypass performing these statements. And so, and once if it is false, if the continue statement is not executed, then it will perform the remaining statements. And once the while loop turns out to be false, it will exit out of the loop. Now, what does the break statement do? Break also checks for the while or for condition for the loop. Once if the condition is satisfied, it enters into the loop and checks for the if condition and a break statement. So if we give a break statement after the if the condition is satisfied, it will break out of the for or the while loop. It does not perform the remaining statements and it won't perform the remaining iterations also. It will just exit out of the loop. So this is how the continue statement and break statement work in Python. Now let's look into some of the code examples and see how it performs in Python. So initially let me take for the continue statement. Let me have my st1 equal to Python. Then I say for x in st1. This is the for loop. So it performs the iteration one character at a time. So first if x will be p, then y, then t, then h, then o, and then n. So here I check if x equal to o, that is this particular o. If x has the value o, then I say continue. Here we have to give colon for the if expression. Then I say continue. Otherwise, print x. So what does this statement actually do? Sorry, this should be part of the for loop. This should be part of the for loop. So my print x will come over here. Print x. So initially st1 will have the value Python. So for x in st1, it will iterate over each of the characters in the sequence. Sequence in this case is a string. So it will iterate over the characters in the string. Now if the character value becomes equal to 0, that is x becomes equal to o, not 0, it is a o. If it becomes equal to o, then I say continue. So it does not perform the remaining statement. What is the remaining statement? Print x. So it does not perform this statement. It will go to the next iteration. That is when x takes the value n. So the output of this is first x is p. So it will print x. P will be printed on the console. Then x will have the y. Y is not equal to O. So y gets printed. Then t. T is not equal to O. T gets printed. Then comes h. H gets printed. After h, x will have the value O, small o. If x equal to O, this condition is satisfied. So I am specifying a continue statement. When it encounters the continue, it does not print O, but the cursor moves to the next iteration and it takes the value n. For if n equal to O, no, this continue does not get executed and it prints n. So basically, it has skipped printing the O letter. It has skipped printing the O letter and the output will be T, Y, T, H and N. So it has bypassed this statement for the O condition and rest of the characters have been printed. Now this is the output for the continue statement. Now the same program, let's see the output with the break statement. st1 equal to Python for x in st1 if x equal to O, break, print x. So this is the same program with the break statement. Instead of continue, I am using the break statement. So st1 is initially having the string Python and x in st1 it iterate to every character in the string. Initially it will have p. So it is checking if x equal to O. No. So p gets printed on the console. This condition is not satisfied, so it won't break. It will come and print p. Then x becomes y. If y equal to O, no. So it won't break. It will come to print x. So x will have the value y. So y will get printed. Now it will iterate and come to t. T equal to O, no. It won't break. It will print. So t. H. H is also not equal to O. So it will print H. Now x is having the value O. Now it checks if O equal to O. Yes, x is having the value O. So this statement gets executed and it will break. It will come out of the for loop. So it won't perform any statements and it will just come out of the for loop and it won't iterate towards the next item, that is n. It just exit out of the for loop. If the break condition is satisfied, it won't perform. It won't iterate also. It won't do the remaining calculations also. It will just exit out of the loop. So the output of this is PYTH. For continue, it will just bypass performing the remaining statements for the current iteration, but it will iterate towards the next item. But break, it will entirely come out of the loop. So this is the difference between the continue statement and the break statement. Hope so friends, it is clear for you. Let's look into one more example. Let me say for I in range 1, 6. If I equal to 3, continue, and then I say print I. Print I. So here I is in range 1 to 6. So it takes n minus 1, that is still 5. So I will range through 1, 2, 3, 4 and then 5. So initially I will have the value 1. 1 is equal to 3? No, it won't execute the continuous statement. It will just print the value. So it will print the value 1. Next, I will have the value 2. 2 is also not equal to 3. So it will print 2. Next, I is equal to 3. So this condition gets satisfied and the continuous statement gets executed. And it does not perform the remaining statements, and the control goes to the next item, that is 4. 4 equal to 3? No. So it will come and print the statement 4. Then it iterates to 5. Is 5 equal to 3? No, it won't perform the continuous statement. It will just print the value. So only 3 has not been printed. 1, 2, 4, 5 it's printed. For 3, it will skip the operations of the remaining statements and will iterate over the next item. So 3 has not got printed with continuous statement. Now the same thing, let's look with the break statement. For I in range 1 to 6, colon, if I equal to 3, then I say a break and then print I. So here, if I equal to 3, I am saying a break. So it will print 1 initially. It will print 1, then it will print 2, then my I becomes 3. If it is equal to 3, it will break. So it will not perform any more operations. So the output would be 1 and 2 in case of break, and the output would be 1, 2, 4 and 5 in case of continue. So this is the difference between the break statement and the continue statement. Hope so friends, this is clear for you, the break statement and the continue statement. And there is one more statement called parse, which if we give in any, it's just like a placeholder and it does not perform any execution. So if I say my for I in range 1 to 5 parse, it's just a placeholder to write the code later on and it does not perform any operations on it. So hope so friends, this is clear for you, the continue statement, the break statement and the parse statement. So in the practical session, let's look into more examples for the continue statement and the break statement. So this is for in this particular session. If you have any doubts, please do reach to me out in the comment section. If you like my video, click on the like button and please do subscribe to get notifications of my new videos. Till then, see you. Bye bye.